Hi guys, welcome to this video tutorial on creating an image gallery with ASP.NET Core 2.1. In the last video tutorial, I explained to you what exactly and how the preview file method works. But there's one thing that we need to address before we start testing it on our database. And I'm going to show you what exactly it is. Now, if I refresh this page, I go to my Inspect tab. Okay. Now I'm going to upload some images. And as you all know, we are going to see some preview thumbnails. That's good. For some reason, I decided I don't want to add these images. I want to add something else. So I decided I go ahead and I delete it. But then suddenly I realized, oh, now I want to add those images back. So I go back to upload images and then I select the images again and I cannot see a preview being generated. Now this is a problem with the browser because the browser stores it in its memory, the values that you selected. So if it's already in its memory, it knows that you don't want to upload these files and therefore it's not letting you upload it again. Now see this. If I click upload images, click open, this image is going to load. After you refresh the page, you can load it again because the memory is cleared. Now I delete this and I want to upload it again. I would not be able to upload it again because it's in the memory and it's not letting me do it. It remembers what we had selected. Now again I upload another image. Because we know this image is not in its memory, it's going to let us select it. So that's the problem that we need to address when we are uploading files. Because as a user, think about it that you might at a point be in a situation where you're not sure which file you want to upload and then you are sure that which file you are going to upload. In cases like this, it is important that you address all these issues. Secondly, I noticed one more thing that I need to fix, that is when I upload the files and I delete them, I am not able to change the counter. So I need to write a method that will update this counter as well. So I will add that and I will go ahead and code and fix the issues before we test this on our server. So let's do that. So what we would do here is we will just add a piece of code at just before the end of our preview files method, and what it's going to do is in our browser here, when we upload the files, we are going to make use of the input element which is of type file. So what we are going to do is after the files have been previewed and loaded from this for each loop, we are going to make sure that we set the input type files value to null. Doing this, if we again select more files, we will be able to select them even though if they have the same names. So your memory will be cleared of all your input elements when this code is called. And also I used the element type here in case if you're having more than one input types on your form. In this demonstration we just have one uploader button, but in case you have multiple uploader buttons, one for document, one for images, then all you can do is you can use the ID of that element, input element, and you can use the ID over here like how we do in jQuery. When we have to use the ID, we will do something like this. So in this case I'm just having one input type, so I have set that input type's value to null at the very end after the files have been read. So that should fix the problem. Let me go here, refresh this page, and now let me upload the images. Click open, and now I'm going to delete my images. Also, I'm going to check that they are deleted from the form objects array as well, just to make sure that everything is working fine and we are not having any errors. So form objects is yes, so I have 0 elements left. Now I'm going to upload again the same files, and I can load them again. I'll delete them again, I will upload them, and again I'm going to do. Now I'll have 3 images in my form object array, index position 0. There's another way to do it is by changing the name of the files when you're selecting them and adding them to your preview. But I decided not to add that part of tutorial in this section here, because just one line of code will do the trick. But in case if you want to add try a different method, you can always change the name of the files and then add them to your array, then push them to your array. In that way they also will be unique, but that will be a lengthy code and I didn't want to add that and confuse you guys. But at this point all you can do is just clear your input types value, and that should do the trick. Now let's also fix this buttons value where we are deleting but it doesn't reduce the number of files on the button. So let's fix that. So what you want to do is go to your remove file method, and in the remove file method, guys, when I was coding in the video, I forgot to add the tr tag over here, and I also forgot to add initialize the array back to an empty array, which I did now, and you guys can update your method. And anyways, all this code will be available on my blog, the working code, so you can always refer to it and double check your code to see everything matches my code. But for now, just wanted to tell you guys that that's the thing that I edited, and when I was coding it in the early videos, when I was recording it, I forgot to add the tr tags. But for now, all we want to do is our counter is not updating. So when we upload the images, we delete them. Oh, well, it's working. So our counter is not working. When we upload the images and we delete these images, our counter doesn't work. So let's refresh this and look at this. So what happens exactly in the remove file method? When we are uploading the files, we are creating a table. So when we are deleting this table, we are deleting the row completely. So we click the delete button and the row gets deleted. So the remove file method is then called, and the remove file method checks if the table rows length is greater than 1. In our case, the table rows length was greater than 1. Therefore, this condition executed. Now again, when I delete, the length of the table row is greater than 1, so that row was deleted. Now here the table rows length is not greater than 1, it is equal to 1. This method will execute and the row will be deleted. But this number doesn't get updated. That's because a counter method needs to be called countable row after we remove the rows. So let's put the counter row method over here as well as over here, and then try to refresh this page and now upload the images. Open. Now when we delete it, the counter method is called. Again delete it, counter method is called. Also in the deleted the countable row method is called. So that's how we fix this. Now let's go ahead and test our file submission on our server. We can do that in the next video tutorial. Just to keep this video tutorial on the fixing issues of the upload preview file. And now in the next video tutorial, we will be testing this images upload functionality on our server. So please like and subscribe my channel, Tech Howdy. Thank you guys once again.